Good morning, Outdoor Office family. How are you on this Friday? I am jacked up. I'm ready to go. We are going to do some. This is the Do It mold. It's the 5-inch Gary Yamamoto worm. What we are going to do is I've got a laminating block here. The laminating block fits just like this. And what we're going to do is clamp this, and we are going to shoot some different color worms. I don't know what, well, I do know what color. It's the Gary Yamamoto Dirty Shad. Caleb requested this. He's like, Dad, can you have some made by the time I get out of school? I said, all right. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do 1 cup of these to see how they work. So I have to do all my brown first with the laminating block. Then I'll do my pearl bottom with just a little bit of black flake, maybe some gold in it. That's what it looks like. I'll show you that picture here in just a minute. But let's go ahead and get some Bait Plastics 212 in here, get it in the microwave, and let's try to laminate my first baits. Like I said, this is my first time doing it, so let's see if it's a winner or not. We'll be right back. All right, clamped up, plastics in the microwave, got about 3 more minutes. So what I'm using, I'm dead on plastics, the coca color and black. I just showed you a picture of the worm that we're going to be making, the Dirty Shad. This is going to be the top or bottom half, however you want to rig it. And then what we're going to do with the bottom half is we are going to do some pearl powder, and we're going to put a little bit of gold and a little bit of black glitter. This is the biggest gold glitter I have, or flake, which is 0.008, and then the black is 0.35. Want to really not use a lot of black. It's just speckled throughout, but the gold is throughout the whole thing. So we are going to try to match the Dirty Shad, get our first halves done, get us another cup, make us some pearl, and put some gold in the pearl, and we're going to shoot the bottom half. So like I said, my first time trying to laminate a bait, so hopefully everything goes well. And if it does, well, if it doesn't, or if it does, you're going to see the whole process. So just hang in there with me. I got about 2 minutes on the plastic. All right, I've already put my coca and my black in here. I think that's going to look pretty good, pretty close. So I'm going to go ahead and get my glitter and my black flake in here, and we're going to start making some half shells, if you want to call it that. Let me get my camera set up here. This heated up quick. So I had to get it out before it got burnt on me, but there's the color with a little bit of black and gold. It's going to be close. So let me get set up here, and I'll show you what we got with the glitter in it. All right, I got my glitter in it. Got the gold in here. Get all this mixed up. Temperature of my plastic right now is like 350 degrees. Oh, this is going to look good. I think I may have nailed it. Maybe a little darker, I don't know. It's hard to tell from a picture, but let's see here. Oh yeah. That's going to look good. Let's get some halves shot real quick. I'm just going to keep you rolling here, and I'm just going to turn you over to the side. Let's see how this looks once we get it shot here. Oh, had a little bit of squirt out the back here. I guess my clamp wasn't tight enough on this back side over here. Let's let this cool down. Move this out of the way. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Nuts. Alright, boys and girls, moment of truth here. Oh yeah, look at that, look at that. That is going to be awesome. Right there. There's our first half. Let's get these cooled off. Here's where I didn't have my back, but check that out. All right, let me finish shooting the rest of these and I'll show you once we get to the laminating part. We'll get our mold loaded back up, but got a lot of these to do first. Be right back. All right, all my halves are done for the dirty shad, for the brown color. Now I've got my hand pour crawl molds in here heating up, just taking the excess heat off the blocks. So here they are, right here. Oh, what's that? That's called the groundhog killer, because they get up under my building. We might bring you some action on that. This is my Ruger 1022 Leopold 3x9, nice muzzle brake. Phage and thumbhole stock, all that good stuff. But back to these baits. Here's our halves that we have made, and now we got the plastics heating up, so we're going to get to the hand pour the crawls. I'm only going to try to do the bodies of the crawls in that color, and then the pearl white for the claws when we're done. So stick in there, we're going to have some fun. I didn't want to bore you to death, but here are the 6 that are hand poured. I can probably do 3, maybe 4 more. We'll see, but I'll just keep this plastic in this cup ready to go. And now let's get our second cup. Second cup, and we are going to be using the pearl powder. You got to get it going, and we're going to put just a little bit of black flake with some gold, because that's kind of what the picture looks to me. So we're going to see how well we can match it up, but I think these crawls are going to look awesome. Put those pearl white pinchers out here. I know a dual injector on injection mold would do it all for me, but I think these are going to really work well, because when you hand pour these, you're going to have the plastic hot, so it'll melt together. So thumbs up, let's see how it works out. First, let's get our laminated 5-inch Senkos from Do It Molds. We will be right back. All right, we're going to get our mold loaded up here. Loading them up the best way I know how. I know a dual injector would be awesome. How about one of you out there in Facebook world, listen to me, in YouTube world, how about sending one to me? Would anybody be willing to do that? They're about 250 bucks for the laminating block and dual injector. So if you're willing to do that, I'm willing to give you a shout out and say a big thank you. But there we have it, loaded in the mold. I noticed something, that this block is not perfectly flat. There's ridges and stuff in here, but I don't know if that's to just help with molding or getting the plastic to stick together. But like I said, everything I've watched on YouTube, everything I've researched about it, your second layer has to be hot so it bonds. And we're gonna see if we just can't make this happen on the first go around. So I'm gonna get this closed up, and we've got about 3 minutes and we're going to be ready to shoot, so hang in there. All right, we are hot. We're about 380 degrees here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put in about 1/8 teaspoon of the pearl powder. I'm going to get that mixed in first. Pearl dust going everywhere. Man, oh man, these baits are going to be sweet. Gotta get all this pearl in here. Don't want to waste any of it. And look at that. All right, from here, I'm going to do 1/8 of gold. And from the picture of the dirty shad, I mean, there's only like 1 or 2 flakes of black. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get like a pinch of black. And then I'm just going to sprinkle that in here. It's just going to be random. I mean, I hardly want any black glitter on that bottom part. So that's about all the black glitter I'm going to do. So I am going to mix this up. Oh yes. Oh yes, yes. I'm happy about it, and I haven't even shot my first set. This is gonna hopefully make the boys happy when they get out of school today. Look at this. Right there, just a little bit of black every now and then. Oh yes. All right, I'm gonna get it back in the microwave, get it to about 380, 390 degrees, and then we are going to laminate our first worms. Hang in there. All right, let's go. We are ready. We are ready. Let's see what happens. Fingers crossed, people. Fingers crossed. Get some up in here. Hold pressure. Tap it off. we'll clean our injector later. I want y'all to see this. You're seeing it for the first time. First time. Get my big forearm out of the way here. Move our laminating block. Good mojo on this. Please work, please work, please work. I'm hoping it does. So, pull you a little closer. First time ever laminating baits, so we'll see if this happens. All right, you ready? I'm ready. You sure? Yeah, let's go. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. What happened? I don't know. But this first one, look at that. It like just went all around the brown, but oh, look at that. See if we got good bonds. Yes. I've done it. I don't know what happened with this one. It melted. It's almost like a mud line down it. That actually looks pretty cool to me. But there they are. My first laminated 5-inch Senkos. And these are the Dirty Shad color match. I'll post that picture here in just a minute. That's my first ones. I am pretty happy. This one actually looks pretty cool also. So, all right, I'll show you when we're all done, but the first one's jackpot, baby. We'll be right back. I gotta go get my gun, but we're getting ready to get this groundhog right here. He's right. See the tall weed? He's just to the left of it. I'll be right back. Stoned him, baby. Right down there. Little booger. Old 22 long rifle. That's all it takes. Get him out from underneath my garage. All right, let's get back to making plastics. We had to get him out of here though. Tearing up, I mean, look at all this under my building. Even cinder blocks don't stop these bad boys. All right, go get him cleaned up and we'll get going again. All right. Last one. I've got 3 extras that I think I'm actually going to use for crawls. I'm going to remelt those. I'm just going to put them over here in my extra cup. But this is my last one. It's been cooling. This has been a learning process, and I'll show you what I mean by that here in just a moment. But when you're doing a laminate bait, you have, in my opinion, you have to inject your second color slow and steady. If you do it too fast, everything mixes up. But let's see how these turned out. Yep, what I figured. When you shoot it slow and steady, perfect laminates. I mean, if you shoot it fast, I'll show you over on the table on the drying rack, but right there, what do y'all think? The Dirty Shad, trying to match Gary Yamamoto, but you'll see what I'm talking about. I'll show you that in just a minute, but I'm going to heat my plastic back up here, and we're going to put some claws on these crawfish, so hang in there. All right, let's get ready to pour. UPS guy shows up. Yeah, what's that look like? You get to talking to him about what you're doing out here, and he likes to fish, and he brought me 5 gallons of plastic, so that's a good thing, but that got just a little too hot. So I can't pour my crawls because of this. So I gotta let this cool and cleaned up and mix back up. I'm probably gonna do like a quarter of a cup, get it mixed up and get it going. So hang in there with us. Surprise! UPS brought me my last 4 crawl molds. So we're gonna pour these bodies real quick, and then we're going to pour the other ones. And hopefully I can do that before this thunderstorm rolls in here on us. But all right, I'm gonna let those dry. Got my other cup ready to go in the microwave, so I'll be back in about 4 minutes. All right, out of the microwave. Glitter in, everything is in. So we are going to pour here in just a second. Like I said, first time ever trying to do this, so let's see what happens. I think we probably need to pour the claws first. And then let the body run into them. Yeah, I think that's going to be the easiest way. I am making a mess. Oh boy, I don't know, probably think we got to do the crawls first and let the bodies run into the crawl. Obviously, I got a lot to trim up. We're gonna let these dry, and I'll show you what they look like when we're done. But I don't think it's gonna work like this. How do y'all do it? Comment below. Claws first, then body, or body, then claws? I'm saying claws first, then body. Yeah, that's gotta be it. All right, we'll show you when we're done. I'm not even gonna wait to show you because failure. I admit to it. See that? Way too easy. So what we will do is we will remelt the bodies. And pour the claws. Watch. Yeah, that's not good. So we're going to remelt the bodies. We're going to remelt the claws. And I'm going to pour body and pour claws and then pour body. What do y'all think? Yeah, watch this. Boop. Not cool. But like I said, it was my first time ever laminating. I mean, we're trying to pour claws. Everything's just coming apart. The wheels are falling off the bus. All right. Everything back in. We will do one at a time when everything's pretty much hot and together. So take this as a learning experience or a failure. But a failure is the first attempt in learning. So I'm going to heat both plastics up at the same time. I am going to pour my body, or I'm sorry, I'm going to pour my claws, and then I'm going to pour my body on top of them. So we'll do one and see if that goes well, because trying to do 10 at a time before the plastic cools off, it's going to, yeah. I'll be back. All right, we're pouring the claws here. All right, all the claws are poured. Let's do the bodies. All right, pouring bodies here. what this is. Fingers crossed. Hopefully they are bonded. I've done the claws first, then the body. Hopefully they come together. We'll see. And here comes some big fat rain. All right, we are done. My first shot at trying to do a laminate color. My crawls, you just seen those, but here it is. Tried to match the dirty shad color of Gary Yamamoto. You've seen that picture way early here in the video, but there it is. Give you an up close view there. See if it'll focus. Focus, focus, focus. There we go. And there it is. What do y'all think? I feel my first time doing them. Not too bad of a job. So it took me a little while to learn what I needed to do. So when you're going to do laminate worms, you don't push really, really hard. You just slow, steady pressure, because if you push really hard, you get this. And it actually mixes and melts the other plastic at the same time. Or you get this with just a mud line down it. Right there. Oh, water wagon's rolling around. Let me see if it'll focus for us. Yep, see it there. And pretty much all of them were like that. Some would laminate and twist the bait over, and then you can pull these apart. So obviously these are not a good melting temperature to mold together, but it's called learning. But I think they turned out well. These will be for us to fish with, so not unless somebody wants to partake and give them a shot. I did not add any salt or anything to these, so they will float. So you'll have to use a weighted Ned rig, shaky head, weighted wacky rig to get them to sink. But there they are. What do y'all think? I think it turned out really, really well, and I appreciate everybody watching. Y'all hit that subscribe button, and what's your favorite color? Comment below, and if we decide to make it, we'll give you a shout out. Thank y'all for watching, and this is Larry Johnson from the Outdoor Office. Always remember, no matter what the season, we got you in our sights.